So I'm really excited about this next project. It's going to be a lot of fun to build, and I'm going to call it the Grill and Chill. So one of the things that I like to do in my spare time is I like to cook, and I have a gas grill, I have a charcoal grill, I even have a kind of a commercial grade electric smoker. So I got to be honest with you, the grill that I love to cook on the most is actually the cheapest one of the fleet, and it is the Weber kettle grill. So this is just a basic charcoal grill. This grill's been around for years and years, and I love cooking on it. So one of the things I find with the Weber kettle grill, because I didn't buy the one that came with the, in the little base, is I'm always running out of room to put stuff. So you walk out with a plate of food. There's no, there's no wings on this thing. There's no table on it. Yeah, it's got little hooks here for the for your tools, and it's even got a little hook on the inside of the grill lid that you can hang this thing. You can hang the lid on the side, but it's kind of clunky to get. It's kind of hard to line up, especially when the grill is hot. So anyways, I decided to build a table for the grill to sit in as opposed to leaving it on the legs. So I'm going to build a table. It's going to be about 30 inches wide, and it's going to be about 5 feet long. And I'm going to incorporate some of the things I've learned from cooking on this grill, and I'm going to build it into this table that I'm making. So I looked online. This is not a new idea. There's tons of these grill tables out there. Most people make them for the green eggs, but some people do make them for the Webers as well. And one of the things I noticed is most people build them out of wood, and mine's going to be outside, so I just don't think wood is the right material to use. So I'm going to use and build mine out of metal. So I went down to the steel place the other day and I bought the steel I needed, and let me walk you through the materials that I have, and then I'm going to show you kind of what I've done so far. Now, I'm not going to film every stage of the construction of this. I'll probably just do some fast forwarding, but stay tuned for the end because there's something kind of cool with this table that I'm making. It's going to live up to its name of Grill and Chill. So as far as materials go, this is going to be the top. I've already actually welded this up, and it is 2x2 angle iron, and it is 1/8 of an inch thick. So probably a little heavier than what I needed, but I wanted to make sure it was sturdy. So inside there you see the expanded metal. I've never worked with expanded metal before, but it's kind of a pain. It's only sold, at least where I'm at, in 5-foot by 8-foot sheets. So you can see what's left of the other sheet there after I cut out the expanded metal that I need for the top. And kind of the purpose behind the expanded metal on this sort of table is that rain will go through, nothing will build up on the top, and if you do spill something, it just falls through to the deck. So far so good with the expanded metal. I've got this piece cut out, and it's not welded in yet, but that's what I'm going to do today. So the legs for this thing are going to be 1.5 inch square tubing, and that's 16 gauge, which I thought was adequate for this project. So one of the things I was unsure of is how big of a hole to cut. So I've seen some videos on YouTube that are 22.5 inches. I've seen some that are 21.5, and I didn't really know where to land. So I actually took the grill insert out and I laid it out here on a piece of cardboard and cut out a template. So if I move that out of the way, you can see I've got my template there, and I also have from that cut out a complete circle that's going to allow me to lay that right onto the expanded metal to cut it. So I tested this thing out on the grill, and that's why the grill's sitting in here, and it comes right up to a couple inches below the handle, which is exactly where I wanted it. I'm not going to take the handles off, they're welded on, and I didn't want it resting on the handle. So I'm going to give this a whirl and cut out this size template. This is I believe about 21.5 inches, and let's see how it works. So like I said, I'm not going to film all of the construction of this, or I'll just stop at certain points and point out some things that I'm learning along the way. But stay tuned for the end, because when this thing's all put together, it's going to be pretty cool.
All right, so this is as far as I got today. So essentially what I did was make the top. I welded in the expanded metal. I cut out this ring for the grill. I put in this angle iron cross brace, welded that in. And then I welded in this trim ring. So I didn't want the grill to be sitting directly on the expanded metal. So I put that in. And pretty thin metal, but it was a real pain to get in. Very difficult to do. So it's hard to clamp when you have areas like this. But anyways, I think it looks better. All right, so stay tuned. You're really going to want to check this thing out when it's done. This is definitely the grill part, and we haven't gotten to the chill part yet. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for part 2.